Let me give you some really helpful pointers in fundraising. Listen to this. This is the most important thing that I can give you in terms of fundraising. I want you to listen very, very carefully. This is an absolute truth. Listen to me and believe me. People want to give. Turn to the person next to you and say, people want to give. Okay, quick straw poll. Put your hands up if you want to give to what we've just heard about. Okay, that's the proof. We want to give. The people around us, they're just like us. They want to give. People want to give. They are ashamed. They are incensed. They are moved. They are compassionate. They want to do something. No one wants to sit by on the sidelines and just let evil run amok across the globe. We want to do something. We want to give. People want to give. Our job is help them. People want to give. You just have to help them. When you ask people to give, you're actually in line with what they want to do anyway. We have a natural tendency as human beings to want to do something. We don't like it when we see homeless people in the streets of our city. We don't like it when we have to walk past the massage parlors. We don't like it when we hear that kids can't concentrate at school because they can't feed themselves at home. We don't like it when we hear that the population of Spain is enslaved around the globe. We feel powerless. We feel impotent. We want to do something. We want to give. People want to give. All they need is people that will help them to do that. So we're going to help them in a few ways. First of all, you help them connect with you. Now, I've talked about some big things, and we've been inspired. It's been a privilege to have Esther here with us, but most people won't get that kind of jolt of emotion. What they will get is they will identify with you. People do care about the causes, but they identify with you. So you have to connect people with you. So when you do your fundraising page, it's not just, hey, these are some great causes and please give to them, dig deep. No, it's, hey, this is me. I am terrified by this thing. I'm doing a thing called love running, and I don't even like walking. You know, this is where I am at. It's a big deal for me. I have never run a 10K before. I've just given birth to my first child, and I'm trying to get back into shape, and this is a huge ask for me. Connect people with you. We are drawn to the human interest angle. We are drawn to our friends, our family, our relatives, our neighbors, our work colleagues, our flatmates. And as you put yourself forward, unashamedly, you're saying, look, this is my journey. Please help me as I look to help them. But don't underestimate the power of you and your story and what you're going through. So you ask people, let me connect with you. And as you connect with me in my journey, then we can get to these causes. Then you literally want to help them connect with the causes. As Esther says, they're going to send us information and we'll pass that on. We'll have our website. So not only on the website will there be information on how to run, there'll be information on the causes. You'll be able to see all the causes that we're going for. And over the next 13 weeks, we will be giving you more and more information about the charities and the causes that we are supporting. And so you help people connect with the causes. But you want to help them with humor. So my hand is up. I know I just got intense back there, and it was not completely comfortable for everybody. And so we don't want to just be these kind of very intense individuals. Use humor. You might have, in fact, it wasn't in that video, but one of the love runnings that we did, a couple got married as a result of love running, actually. Long story. Some of you heard me tell it before. But they met, if you do love running, you could get married. It's completely guaranteed, or your money back. They came back, literally, they planned to come back early from their honeymoon so that they could do love running. And when they did it, he ran in her wedding dress, and she ran in his morning suit. And I tell you what, that wedding dress was not the way that it was at the beginning by the time that he got through to the finish line. But they did it with humor. You saw a guy there, David, running with a tutu on. People will do all kinds of funny things, but using humor, allowing people to just participate in the fun of it. We had in 2019, the last time that we did Love Running, one of our guys ran in a dinosaur costume. Sure, he nearly died, but it was fun and it was humorous. So use humor. You want to help them with creativity. So be creative in what you're doing. Say this is, come up with different angles. Don't just follow what we say. What we will do is we will give you a kind of a template of how to raise money. We're going to raise money through Just Giving, which many of you will have given through before. We've got Love Running, the charity, registered there. And I will send you information as we go through. Today is just the beginning. We will give you more information. We just don't want to overload you all in one huge bit. But with Just Giving, be creative with your page. Use kind of social media. Use your TikToks and your Apple Books and all of those things that the kids are doing these days. But be creative. And then help them with updates. Now, what you want to do is don't ever fall into the trap of thinking this is a once and done deal. You send out your emails to all your friends, relatives, sworn enemies, and you tell them what you're doing, and that's it. No, you have to keep updating. You have to keep updating. You have to keep updating. This is where I'm at. I'm going for this target. I am 50% of the way to my target. And you update. Now, I'm going to give you a hack. If you tell people that I said this, I will deny it. But this is the hack. It's a little bit, I'm going to tell you. I do this, my conscience is clean. I think it's in the cause of a good cause. All right, here we go. You set yourself a target. Say, my target is 200 pounds. And then you reach your target, or you're just about to reach your target, and then you say, do you know what? I've been overwhelmed and blown away by the support that I've been given. Thank you, Grandma, I love you. I've actually decided I'm going to raise my target to 300 pounds. And then you get to 300, and when you do 300, you raise it to 500. But actually breaking things down, that might be a bit too sneaky for you. But essentially telling people, this is how I'm doing. This is how it's going. Actually, I've been so overwhelmed, I'm going to increase. You might just actually literally go for your first target. But honestly, I think whenever I've met a target, even if it was more than I thought that I would get, I figure, well, let's keep going. I don't want to just say, yeah, stop giving money. Please stop supporting me now. I want to update people. And actually taking people on that journey, it's part of them connecting with you. And then finally, help them with persistence. All right, cards on the table. You have to do this thing by remembering that it's not like running. It's not apathy running. It is love running. And love will sometimes do the awkward things. And it can be awkward to ask people for money. You just have to remember, keep it front and center. People want to give. Turn to the person next to you, say, people want to give. They honestly do, but life gets in the way and they forget, and then they meant to do it, but they didn't do it, or they need a little bit of a prompt or a prod. Actually, to be persistent, there are people that want to give, you just need to persist with them. Here's my thing. I'm going to be sending you emails. I will send you an email every single week. Do I like sending you email? I don't. I feel awful. I feel like Oppenheimer. I have become the bringer of spam. I feel bad about it. I die a little bit every time I send you an email. And if I send you a text, it's like sleepless night and self-recrimination and doubt. But I persist because I know that you want to hear, and I know that we're all in this together. And I know that all the best of us, with all the best intentions, we just need a little bit of reminders and prompts. And so persist. You've got to go and be persistent. Now, this is what we're going to do. We're going to set you some goals. You can get a medal for love running. You can have these medals. Okay, there's these medals, and we will literally give you a figurative medal. it's bragging rights. Bronze is if you raise £200. Now, you said on your form, I'm going to try and raise 120. Actually, for some of you, if you raise £50, that'll be an amazing thing. Maybe you don't have like a huge pool of very rich people to draw on, and that's great. And every single piece of money that you give, as Esther says, it makes a huge difference. But for some of you, 200, and I'm going to make it easy. You can include gift aid. You're welcome. There's 20% right there. 20 to 25%, easy. That's like free money. But 200, that is the bronze goal. Silver is £300. Some of you need to go for silver because the other guy can't do the bronze, and we need to sort of do this together. But some of you, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say to yourself, I could do gold. £500. And you might think that is the pinnacle, but ladies and gentlemen, there's platinum. £1,000. Maybe one, maybe two, maybe 4 or 5 of you will hit platinum, but some of you absolutely will. I want you to take a moment, and I want you to just be quiet, and I want you to think, and I want you to dream, have a little moment, and see to yourself, which one do I want to go for? What am I going to aim for? And if you say, I'm just going to go for the normal £120 or whatever it is, that's also an option. Then I want you to turn to the person next to you and say, this is what I think I'm going to go for. I won't ask you to put hands up, but just share it with someone next to you and say, this is what I think I want to go for.